Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, and we got some Warzone gameplay for you. So, this was your first game playing Warzone ever.
Yes.
Now, we had played a lot of Arena, and so I think at this point you were pretty warm to the game. Well, by warm I mean warming up, not going in just like cold with terrible aim. It's completely terrible aim. You get my point.
Yes.
So, I mean, I had briefly explained to you what Warzone was before this, but like, you never really played it. And you can only, explaining is only so good. You really have to play it to fully understand something. So, at first, like, when I explained it, it didn't sound fun. And I felt the same way. Like, when someone tried to explain Warzone to me, I didn't see the interest in it because I'm usually a pretty competitive person. And I saw it as like, oh, okay, so people are just going to be running around with the power weapons and tanks, and you're not going to ever know what anyone has. But that's kind of like some of the charm to it, as long as it's not a complete clusterfuck, which most of the time it isn't. Sometimes it can be. But you really have to come into it with the logic of like, I'm just going to have some fun. Like, I'm not really going to... That elite just killed 3 people with 1 swing.
I didn't even see it, either now or when we were actually playing.
Yeah,
Although
man, don't you love those graphics up far away?
I was looking dead at it when it happened. I just saw a bunch of X's over that building.
And bodies flying all over the place.
I didn't see the bodies. I really did not.
But, yeah, those elites, do not underestimate them. The enemies in this game. That was another thing. I didn't like the idea of having PvP and PvE mixed. I never liked this. But, I figured it would be all over the map and it would be annoying. But for the most part, it's actually not all over the map. It's only like very specific drops where you get extra points for killing them or originally taking over the bases where there are no players involved. Stuff like this I like. They're not all over the place. They don't interfere with your gun battles with other Spartans and stuff like that. They are around, but you have to go to specific sections of the map out of the way for them to even start shooting at you. So, thankfully, it doesn't kill the game. That's like the biggest thing about Warzone that made me actually start enjoying it. So, yeah, Warzone's fun. I'm not going to be talking for the entire video because this video is like 25 minutes long. For a quick update, I am getting... So I use an Gato HD60 for recording my Xbox One. And my 360, just my consoles in general. Well, I am going to make it so that I'm getting the Elgato game party chat cable, which is kind of dumb the way you need to do this. So in order to record Xbox Live chat, you need to also be able to record analog, which that comes out of your controller. So you need to get a specific cable or do a workaround and get like a million cables. This made me mad. I kind of failed. I wanted to get that assassination. Nope. So you need to either get like 3 different cables and hook them all together and do this workaround, or just get the game party chat cable. I'll eventually do that, and you'll eventually just have live commentary with Halo, because I don't want to do these voiceovers after every time I play, and it takes up a lot of time. I usually just want to render, upload, and I think live commentary in a game that requires so much teamwork, I think it's better. I find it to be more entertaining. So, and I want to use my webcam for it and do all this different stuff. So, eventually I will have live commentary. Once the cable comes back in stock. Unfortunately, Elgato, that company does not stock these very often, or very much, and they've been out of stock for a while. So I have it on back order, and eventually I will get it myself. I barely killed this sword. This was pretty bad aim on my part. Not even a headshot, whatever works. I dick shotted him. But yeah, I'll eventually have that going to where I won't have to do voiceovers and whatnot. And I mean, you can attest to that. Sometimes our live commentary can be interesting.
That's not the word I'd use.
Also, you will eventually get to see this. I think it was after I died here or sometime soon. I have a bunch of cards, like 6 or 7 cards, for the old Halo 1 rocket launcher. Halo 1 through everything except for Halo 5 rocket launcher, not the stupid tube thing. It looks like a regular rocket launcher. It's so dumb in design. But I have cards for the special one that's like Christmas colors and has 4 rockets in the magazine.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's overkill. You'll eventually see it. I think it's after I died. I don't know when I died. I was alive for quite a while. And I'll post a separate video just showing that off. But I actually have a bunch of cards of a bunch of rare weapons, because I don't use the cards often. My logic is, if I'm having a good enough game, I'll use the cards. But if I'm not having a good enough game to upload, I don't want to waste the cards, so I just hold on to them until I'm having a good game to use them. And this is a game where I felt like I was doing okay enough to post. So, yeah, you will You'll be seeing it sometime soon. I think I used and failed at a railgun later on too. I used a saw at one point. The saw is so deadly in this. I don't know if you've really used it.
Not in this game, but it was really fun in, was that Halo 5?
This is Halo 5.
Oh, 4. Also, I wanted to say in relation to the rocket launcher, I played the single player and I picked up, what's that one that locks on? I can't remember the name of it.
The Hydra?
Yes, I picked that up and I was like, this is the new rocket launcher? I fired it at that grunt and it didn't die. This is bullshit.
The thing with the Hydra is that you have to lock on to people and then it gets like stronger for some reason.
I had no idea that it locked on. I had no idea it was automatic. I had no idea it fired more than one rocket.
Yeah, it's, wow, that's a lot of enemies. You run into this situation a lot when you're playing Warzone where you turn the corner and it's like, oh, okay, the entire enemy team is there. I probably should have peeked around that corner before running into their base. Or just paid attention to someone trying to flank me. I probably should make a video showing off all the cards I have. Not like showing off, but so you see what I have. I'll eventually use it here, but I have a bunch. I have some of the other rarer ones, like the Nordfang Sniper. I actually got a card for that the other day. I think I have numerous cards for that, actually. But I don't really use it because I don't like the snipers. Also, there's a bunch of rare stuff like this one. I'm holding the plasma pistol at the moment, but yeah, that thing. I like this scope a lot. I like it. It's like the old Halo scopes, where it's not... I don't want to say ADSing, because like I hate the fact that people are attaching the word ADS to Halo and being like, oh, but Halo was Call of Duty because it has aim down sights now, and it totally has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's literally just an animation to things that have happened before. To reiterate, I really want to get this through. The aiming in this game is literally like every other Halo game you've ever seen, aside from Halo 4. You still get descoped, stuff like that still happens, just now there's an animation for it. So... yeah, hi, Ghost. And you get some pretty weird stuff. You get a bunch of cards for the rare, odd stuff. I don't know how many cards you've personally gotten, as far as, like, just the regular kind of unique stuff. There's one point in this where I picked up a suppressed battle rifle, which is interesting.
You mean just all that random crap that piles up that you can... that's actually usable and not, like, permanent?
Permanent. What do you mean, permanent?
Like armor stuff.
Oh, yeah. I would tell you to use those, because you get so many of them. I mean, I think you saw how many Needler cards I have. Something along the lines of, like, 160? Like, I have so many Needler cards. I don't need this many Needler cards. Please, please, no. Also, I didn't get a chance to use a shotgun. I was kind of mad. And the fact that everyone has stuff... you can run across rare stuff occasionally, like how I ran across a Super Ghost once, which I think I uploaded a video of that before. Yeah, I did. I uploaded a video of the Super Ghost. It goes super quick, has a lot of armor, does splash damage. Pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. So, this, all of this stuff I have, there it is. I have times 4 of the rare rocket launchers. So, it's Christmas, and 4 in the magazine. And it's strong. Very strong. I was actually sniping with it, and it was working for some reason. But, you know, I've talked enough. I don't think I need to talk any more for this gameplay. I think you guys can just enjoy the rest of this Warzone stuff. Now that you've seen it, now that I'm happy that the old rocket launcher is here, I'll upload this as a separate video without me talking so you can really see it, enjoy it, and show what it's like. I don't want to say I used it to its full potential, because like I said, I was shooting at, like, long range with it. But, hey, there's been some Warzone gameplay. Hope you guys can enjoy the rest of the just raw footage. Like I said, oh, and look at that sniper shot. Just stand in place for that slow-ass rocket to kill you. It's so satisfying. I was doing the same over here. It took me a few shots to get these guys. That one missed. This one got a hit marker. See, I automatically reload after 2 shots. Just, it's ingrained into my mind that, you know, it's a 2-shot thing. But this one does get him. He stays completely still for that rocket. Okay. But hey, there's been some Warzone. I'm trying to end this so you guys can just watch the raw footage. Hope you guys have enjoyed some Warzone. Enjoy all these crazy multi-kills of people standing in place from rockets, and I'll see you next time.
halfway to victory. Level 7 Rex available. Rec confirmed.
Hey there. Good to go. Backup. Contact.
One
Hostile
down.
fire.
Watch it. Headshot.
One grenade.
Incoming Promethean threat detected at the crane pit. Rec confirmed. Knight Strategos is at the crane pit.
Tossing a nade.
Enemy eliminated Knight Strategos.
I'm going for the lead.
Rec confirmed.
Nade incoming.
Headshot. Enemy's hit.
Enemy fire!
Enemy got lucky. Headshot. Got one.
Enemy eliminated a
Enemy
remnant
grenade!
hunter. West Armory captured. We control all bases. Enemy core is vulnerable. Enemy eliminated a remnant hunter.
Throwing grenade.
Knight dignitary at the grotto.
Solid hit. Hostile, going loud.
Enemy core is 75%.
He's down.
Target down.
Level 8 Rex available.
Sniper's got to reload.
Enemy fire.
We're nearing victory.
Taking damage.
Incoming Promethean threat detected at the crane pit. Incoming Prometheans. Wreck confirmed.
Got a hostile on me.
Wreck confirmed. Level 9 Rex available.
Throwing a grenade.
Sniper, keep moving.
Grenade.
Taking fire.
Friendly gas right here. Eyes open, bud.
Wreck confirmed. Teammates eliminated Warden Eternal. Good work, Spartan. That's a victory.